Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, December 4th. We are looking at window traders, market profile of the ES and NQ. Say what you want about the bulls, volume, range, this, that. You got to give them a standing ovation for this performance. I mean, this is just pretty impressive. Now, we might wipe out a lot of it one day in 1 or 2 days or a week. But for now, if you're fighting this, I said in my video this morning, if you're fighting this, you better join the room. Because if you fought this again all day, it's not a good thing. Okay? It's just not a good thing. ES goes out with a price probe, a price spike, a triple distribution day, and a gap. NQ goes out with a price probe, double distribution day, a price spike, and a gap. They also end 9 wide, both NQ and ES. SPY only ended 8 wide. Righty, I'm actually going to call down on the daily. They took out yesterday's low. Again, not by a lot, but I don't want to keep saying they're stretching it when they're one-time framing down 3 days. So I'm calling them down. If they take out today's high tomorrow, we'll go right back to up. But for now, I'm calling them down. They just have the day's high and low. And also, righty, their monthly is firmly up. But the weekly is balanced now, and the daily is down. ES and NQ straight up on all time frames. NQ finally joined the Qs, the NDX, and the composite. Look at this. It looks like the Dow also hit a new time high today by 2 points. So there you go. First time in a while, all three of those indices hit all-time highs. The market's up a lot this year. I don't think they're just going to give it back at the end of the month to the end of the month. You have to understand that. If you do get any kind of pullback, I still think it's decent long if you got a heavy flush at some point. I had a good day today. I did nothing but look for longs. A period, I did nothing. I said to the room, I'm going to be patient. Why? Because there's nothing to do. It was all chop. But B period changed that. I took the long to get A's high. I took the long to get the overnight high. And then I took ebb and flow long. So B period was an awesome start to the day. C period followed right on top to take out the IB high. So we got our staple plays. A's high, the one-time framing, the overnight, and the IB. And then because even though we were holding trend in NQ, that got taken back at one point, but we ended up going trend again. So ebb and flow longs were working also. The market was strong. NQ finishes up 1%, ES finishes up 0.6%. Then it dried up. Now, we had Powell speaking at 145 and the beige book coming out. I did take a long, but only a small one, and didn't hold it long. Believe me, if there was no crap coming out at that time, in NQ, that would have been a 5 lot because the market was still very strong. The POC was above us. It definitely would have been a much bigger play than what I did. But I still made a little. And then this grind, again, this is tough for me. I made small in K on a long, and I actually made small in M period on a long. But certainly didn't take advantage of the full push up. But I'm very, very happy with the day I had and how we saw the market. As far as our destinations, 02.25 is our all-time high in ES. 98.75 is our price probe. 94.75 is that little single print fill. Then 89.75 to 89 is the second set. They are both very small. We are 9 wide at A's high, which is 85.50, and today's low is 72.50, and filling the gap at 6066. SPY, all-time high, 607.91. Price probe, 607.52. Singles, 607.17 to 13. And then the second set, 606.66. Wow, a lot of 666s. And they get filled at 606.54. And then they're only 8 wide. Today's low is 604.95. And we fill the gap at 604.16. So, it's funny. I mentioned the other day, and let's go to the charts now. I mentioned the other day how how the SPY is not at the 200-day moving average this year. It is only the fourth time in its history. So SPY started trading in 1993. So this is the 31st year, and only 4 times it has not hit its 500-day, 200-day moving average. So it's a small sample. I asked my buddy, what did they do after that? 1 year it was down, 1 year it was up. So a small sample size. But what I'm trying to say is it's rare, right? It's only like 12%. So at some point, either this market for next year, you would think will come in, or it's going to keep climbing, which will make it easier for the market to get it. But remains to be seen. Again, here's your range. Very small again, but not in the top 10. Your volume, 36 million. Well, our average volume is now down to 57.7 million. One of the lightest I've seen in years. So, will we pay the piper at some point for this light volume and no big players being involved pushing this up here? Probably. But for those of you trying to pick when that's going to happen, you're getting destroyed. So don't do it. Wait for balance at least, right? Wait for balance on the bigger time frames. It's the best I can tell you. Anyway, I hope you had a good day trading. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.